Finally, Honorable Jeanette asked me a question I didn't expect to come from him, but I expected to come. Mr. Speaker, I've been asked about bottom-up.
Jonn Mbadi, the CS nominee for Treasury, was in the National Assembly and he compared the philosophy of the United Democratic Alliance, UDA, and that of the Orange Democratic Movement, ODM, and he said there is no difference between the two parties, since they both promote democracy. He talked about the bottom-up, which is the economic transformation agenda of the Kenya Kwanza, UDA, and it focuses much on job creation, cost of living, agricultural productivity, and digital economy. Jonn Mbadi said that it is the same as that of the ODM manifesto.
Bottom-up economic transformation agenda, that is how it is called. Let me tell you, through you, Mr. Speaker, tell Honorable Jeanette this, that bottom-up is actually a concept of UDA, read Kenya Kwanza. But I want to tell him that if you look at the philosophy of UDA and ODM, there is no difference. Actually, the two are social democrats.
Yes.
The two political parties promote social democracy. But let me leave that for that. Look at better. What is it all about? It talks about job creation. It talks about cost of living. It talks about agricultural productivity. It talks about digital economy. What about ODM? What was in our manifesto? We talked about the same. Actually, the better concept is on value addition. Now, ODM manifesto, which I participated in drafting, we had manufacturing, emphasizing on agriculture as raw material. So it is manufacturing supported by agriculture.
Did you read Animal Farm?
I read it some time back, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
But now, better is on value addition.
Yes.
For agriculture for value addition. ODM, agriculture for manufacturing. Semantics. But again, finally, Mr. Speaker, housing was our concept, both of us. But finally, Mr. Speaker, there is the Constitution and the PFM Act, which will guide my conduct in office, if approved. Thank you.
He also gave his promises that if he is approved, he will relook into the recruitment and deployment of staff at KRA. He will ensure re-engineering of KRA systems to be foolproof so as to manage tax leakages. He will make the debt register a statutory document which will be published every year. He will work on linking projects to loan so that we can't borrow loans for budgetary support. He will automate procurement systems from end to end because Kenyans are crying for value of money. And lastly, if he is approved, the Constitution of Kenya will guide his conduct in office.
If you listen to Kenyans at the moment and the discussions around debt, Kenyans seem to be asking, what is our actual level of debt? Is it really true that we have a debt level of 10.5 trillion? The answer could be yes, but Kenyans want proof and evidence. So debt accountability is number one priority for me. As a matter of fact, I've asked myself, if Kenyans owe people money, why can't Kenyans know the people they owe money, how much they owe them, and what is the rate, the level of interest for each loan? You will hear excuses that there are certain agreements which probably discourages disclosure. But the question is, can't you come out transparently and explain to Kenyans which are these agreements stopping us from knowing who we owe money? One of the things that I think we need to do is to make a debt register a statutory document, which should be published every year, like we publish all the other documents. Kenyans should know. It is not the government that owes money to Chinese. It is to China government or to World Bank or to IMF. We know World Bank is the single leading lender to Kenya in terms of amounts, followed by African Development Bank. Number 3 is China. Number 4 is Eurobond. These people don't, it is not the government which owes their money. It is not the treasury. It is the people of Kenya, the taxpayers, who owe these people money. You cannot owe someone money without knowing how much you owe. So our